Welcome back to Train jdBasic. JD here. Lesson 11, and the start of a more professional chapter. The first 10 lessons covered the language itself. From here on we look at the tools that make a jdBasic workflow actually pleasant. No new language features today. Instead, a tour of the REPL commands that you will use every day. Saving your work. Loading it back. Auto-formatting messy source. Linting it. Tracing execution to find a bug. And freezing the entire workspace, source plus variables, in a single file. First command. New clears the program buffer. Always start a session with new so nothing from before is in the way. Now let us write a small program. I will type it all lowercase, deliberately messy. It works, but the casing is inconsistent. Watch what Pretty does. Keywords are now uppercase, indentation is normalized, the layout is clean. Pretty rewrites the buffer in place. Variants. Pretty preview shows the result without changing the buffer, and Pretty style VB uses VB style Pascal casing €4, print, next €, instead of all caps. Next, the linter. The linter parses the buffer, reports the statement and function counts, and lists every name you assign to without declaring it first with dim. Right now we are clean. Let me introduce a problem. There. XYZ was assigned without ever being declared with dim, and the linter flagged it. The interpreter will happily auto-create that variable, which is exactly how typos slip into long sessions. The linter is your safety net. Let us run the program with tracing on. TRON turns the trace on. Every executed statement prints its location. Each line shows where execution went. Invaluable when you want to know which branch of an if your code took, or how many times a loop body actually ran. TROFF turns it off again. Now let us save the work. Save writes the current buffer to a jdBasic file. Disk now has greet.jdb. To prove it round trips, new clears everything, and load reads it back. Back exactly as we left it. Save and load work on source code only. Variables in memory are not part of that. There is a richer pair. SAVEWS and LOADWS. WS stands for workspace. A workspace freezes the source and every variable currently in memory. After running, our names variable still holds those 3 strings. JD. Now SAVEWS saves source plus that array, plus every live variable, to a single workspace file. Watch what happens after CLEARWS. New alone only clears the program buffer, your variables stay. CLEARWS wipes the whole workspace, source, and variables and functions, just like a fresh start. Error. CLEARWS took both the program and every variable with it. But LOADWS brings it all back. There she is again, without even having to rerun the program. Workspaces are perfect for exploring data across sessions. Put down jdBasic in the middle of a session, come back tomorrow, LOADWS, and pick up exactly where you left off. That is your toolkit for the day. New to clear the program buffer, CLEARWS to nuke the whole workspace. List to see the buffer. Edit to change it. Pretty to format. LINT to spot issues. TRON and TROFF to trace execution. Save and load 4 source files. SAVEWS and LOADWS for the whole workspace, code plus state. Next lesson, higher order functions. Passing a function as an argument to another function, mapping it across an array, reducing an array down to a single value. Until then, keep coding. Bye.